It is a little bit different than usual, where maybe they roll from the beginning to decide the side. The roll only happens if they get to a game 3. So game 1, it's predetermined with game 1 and game 2 as far as which side you're on. Of course, you just swap. But if you go to a game 3, then you do a coin flip. So again, I don't know if there's necessarily that much crazy, influence in that. Do you feel like is either side better, or do you really just whatever? It's
okay. So let's put it this way: on the Legion side, you have the first pick possibility, and you see here they're right-clicking the Tremble. So that's a possible thing. But on the Hellborn, you have Hellborn advantage with Kongor. And with these two teams, I think it's more beneficial to have the Hellborn, because both teams like to go late.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, both teams run a jungler as well. And people always argue that the Hellborn jungle is a lot more comfortable to sit in than the Legion jungle.
Yeah. I'm looking at... Okay, it looks like actually compLexity did win the roll with that said, and they did choose Hellborn. So
yeah. So...
that's good logic there.
Do we want to talk about the grand finals, though, for tomorrow in terms of who's going to be co-casting that?
You want to bring this up, too? Yeah, for good reason. Okay, so, yeah, before we get too much into this game, guys, we did want to make an announcement here. So we kind of mentioned this already a little bit, too, but the grand finals tomorrow, we got two great co-casters here. Of course, yourself and Snewy also here. Representing, well, just in general, being here, being the great co-casters. And but we need help deciding who's going to cast the grand finals at the Dreamhack event. So with that said, the way we set it up is if you go on Twitter, you can go, as long as you can say whatever you want, but just tag it with hashtag DHS and then their name. So DHS Shorkon or DHS Snewy. Again, hashtag DHS, whatever the names you prefer. So there you go. Do that, and we'll figure out what the deal is tomorrow. So we'll see whether or not you get to cast the grand finals. But watching it too, obviously, will be great no matter what happens. But yeah, no, looking forward to that. That's of course the cool thing about that too. On day 3 is that's on the what they're calling the main stage tomorrow.
Yeah.
All the matches are set to be on the main stage tomorrow. So both the winner bracket finals, the loser bracket finals, and then the grand finals will be on there. So that is fun times ahead of us. Anywho, back to this game here. We got Tremble first pick. So you're mentioning that. They were right-clicking it. The bans with that said, what were they? They were Tempest, Ophelia, Midas, and Warby. So
now all these heroes make sense.
Yeah.
Especially the Tempest. Because, I mean, last time compLexity managed to do really well with the Tempest on what you got. And if they don't pick the Parasite right now, then Iceland's going to get a Parasite.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's could be a jungler for them. They don't go yet, at least.
And it goes into the Andromeda. I'm not... Would you say that Iceland had a lot of impact on the game last game as Cthulhu Font past the laning stage?
Just simply as a Parasite counter threat, I think so.
Yeah, but for the rest it felt kind of...
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't the most shiny. I don't even know if he used Obliterate once, to be honest.
I mean, I saw him use it to farm a creep camp.
Okay, well, there you go. So he did use it.
But I mean... He did a great job in the early game, nerfing Parasite's farm, and I guess that's all they needed to do.
Yeah.
And after that, he was kind of lackluster, though.
Yeah. But again, you can, at the same time, can you value that? Can you say that, well, he did his job, so sure, maybe he wasn't the biggest impact later.
I mean, I guess he is playing the role of the semi-support, ultimately.
Yeah, he locked on Parasite. He even got a Frostfield play later on.
Ziba and Sandraith and Flux getting a lot of farm, making sure to carry the game, ultimately.
Yeah.
So, not the craziest idea.
Yeah, well, so we'll see what jungler they go this time around. But, man, a lot of time being used here for this third pick. Well,
yeah, like, they needed a jungler because both teams like to run them. And now, compLexity has the option to, of course, ban the Cthulhu.
Exactly, I was going to say, yeah, they got to ban Cthulhu Font here, I think. It did very well last game. It's clearly a comfortable hero for Iceland Go-Go. And
although I got to say, with Tremble, running a dual support is actually legit. And they have a Flux. So if they run an Engineer now, that wouldn't be out of the question.
Okay.
And then he's going to go Mines, and they're going to win this game.
He's not, though. Who would be playing it?
Iceland.
Iceland? Okay, he probably would. I
no, last time he didn't.
He didn't?
No, they went tri-lane with Zibe Puppet Master, and he maxed out his turret in Keg.
We'll get to that if and when it comes. Yeah. If and when it comes, we'll get to that, okay? All right.
Quincy, what are the stats on Mine Engineers?
Yeah.
He probably doesn't have that
Level 1
saved.
mines. Oogie into Cthulhu Font the ban so far, so there you go. There's the Cthulhu Font. being banned out. So
I'm assuming he's also going to be banning out the Legionnaire, maybe, just junglers in general, because they really seem to value that on Iceland Go-Go, even though Iceland has 50% win with summer support and less with jungler.
Really?
Yeah. That's a stat that passed me by yesterday
with
Quincy.
I feel like Iceland's a great jungler, too.
Yeah, I know,
that's really
right? So maybe it's more that, you know, in the games that he played semi-support, it's been because it's been absolutely necessary that he plays that.
Yeah, look at the head-to-head matchup. These guys have played quite a bit. 11-8 record in favor of Druidz coming into this game right here. So, but they definitely are familiar with one another.
And what you got banned, the engineer.
Scared of that mine.
Yeah, man, I shouldn't have said it.
The mine trap.
I should not have said it. I mean, I think the players can hear me right now.
Probably. Salomon banned out by Druidz. There's the Swift Blade, so a lot of carry options here. Of course, Druidz already has one themselves, so trying to take away what they can of complexity. See Serenia there, once again, the captain for Druidz. What was that? Oh, yeah, there you go. Backing it up right there. What are you talking about? So it's very, very little different. So
yeah, of course. But I guess in the games that he was jungle, it might have been a game where he, you know, played a hero that isn't the most comfortable.
Yeah. Ooh, you know, Puppet Master banned by complexity, but I do kind of like, because Zibe does play a lot of Puppet Master.
They're scared of the tri-lane.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to get just thrashed if they do end up going for the more aggressive build.
Man, but how is Druidz going to respond here now? Their fourth pick. They still need a Zibe hero.
Chipper. Chipper might actually be an option, though.
Yeah, he has Chipper history.
But, I mean, they could do the aggressive dual lane with the Flux again and the Andro. It was effective last game.
Yeah.
And then put the Chipper middle, put Tremble bottom with the support. It's not out of the question.
No, not at all.
Or even pick a jungler and then have Tremble go solo bottom.
Yeah. Look at the jungles left open. I mean, you mentioned the Legionnaire still there.
Please don't go for the Solstice again.
Solstice, yeah. Yeah, no, I talked with Serenia after that game, actually, as well. And, yeah, he said as well. It's just that.
It didn't make sense.
It didn't make sense. He even thought
I talked to him as well about it.
He's like, I don't know what else think about that, to be honest. But
there's the Zibe hero.
Okay, there you go.
And the tablet, to be honest, it did a lot of work. He made it work. It prevents people from TPing away from a hag as well.
Yeah. No, it was a great choice.
Yeah.
It's a little odd to see on hag as a first item, but it's even in general, to be fair. But yeah, no, again, this is why you got to really respect Zibe. He's not afraid to do the not the norm, and he makes it work. Like there is logic to it.
Well, I definitely hope so. He's not just like right-clicking items in the store.
Usually
like,
there's
we need a supportive item right now. Yeah. Right-click.
Oh, look
there
at
we
that.
go again.
They're gonna try the mat. So that's look at Crack. I mean, it's almost like Druidz likes seeing that pick again because that really did not work for complexity last game. So
yeah.
Now it could actually be more of a suicide madman here.
And then put a gladiator carry.
And then a gladiator carry.
And then or a mage man.
It's not going to be Mage Bane.
Man, these people don't know what they're doing, man. Got to get that Mage Bane out. But Clanks is still available, actually. And
ooh, yeah, that could be a good one. They go Magnus here,
the
fifth pick.
I really like this right now. So it's a semi-support Magnus. I'm kind of confused that what you got didn't actually ban the Magnus. I mean, he banned Puppet Master instead, but
yeah,
I really feel like the Magnus was a way stronger pick.
A lot of good synergy there, too, with the Magnus.
Yeah. Like,
ooh, they don't have much time, man. They used a lot of time earlier on in the draft, so they're going to have to, yeah, they're kind of in that crunch time here, so 10 seconds left, less than even.
I wonder to what extent that really affects players, though.
Oh, knowing that this is the final game, too?
Yeah.
There you go. Dark Lady.
You know, I was kind of joking with all the hard carries I was mentioning because it really didn't make sense to me to run that with a Madman.
Yeah.
And so this.
And now they actually did it. They went yeah, I mean, something like a Dr. Repulsor's on the board. It almost seems like that could have maybe
like Dr. Repulsor would have been amazing this game. Just pick off the hag constantly because you can jump him with a Doctor without him responding. And then Moira plus Doctor, I mean, we've seen that combo time and time again where they just jump someone and they get bursted.
Yeah. There's a lot of physical damage here on this Hellborn side, a lot of potential for him with the Dark Lady and the Madman, of course. So that is, that's going to be something here. But, you know, I will say complexity. This time, unlike the last draft, they do have the backup carry here. You know, it was all Madman. It was do well on Madman's farm or, fail in the end. So looks
and
like
there goes Eminem.
Now Druidz is once again getting out. No, it's just one of the players. Just one way maybe. I don't know what he's doing, but you see compLexity there once again. This is it now. We talked about the last game for Druidz. They needed to win there or they're done. Now it's for both teams. This is it. Game number 3. You win here. You stay alive. You play later today. You lose here. Your run is done as far as Dreamhack Summer 2015 is concerned. By the way, guys, I know on the schedule it does say that we are set to start the match of BMG versus Reason here by now. Obviously, we are delayed here.
Is that Snewy with them standing there?
It's
the
Snewy.
huddle? Yeah?
Yeah, Snewy's being biased here.
Yeah, he's being very biased.
Again, though, we all know these guys. We all have a good time with them, and it's
Snewy's
fun
ghosting, apparently.
Snewy's ghosting, totally, man. Yeah, no, it's just a fun environment to be in. So.
Well, what I'm going to say is that Snewy actually hosted the compLexity guys before the Dreamhack event started.
He knows these guys pretty well.
He knows these guys pretty well, and he's just been ringing for them when it's been necessary. So kudos to him for being so open-hearted to people he hasn't even met in his life.
He's an honorary American. I'll give him that.
He's Swedish.
He's honorary American.
He's Swedish, Breaky.
American.
I'm more American than Snewy in that regard. And I'm Dutch. Like, come on.
All right. Okay, so they are sitting down now, though. Again, still waiting, I think, one more player now to get back here, and then we'll be good to go as far as game number 3 goes. So.
I think Krake was the one who ran off just now. I called him Eminem.
Yeah, you see there. That's it with the. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what the deal with that was. Apparently, he lost a bet.
It wasn't a bet.
It was not a bet. It was just simply him choosing
Confirmed
to do it.
by Krake himself.
So he just actually wanted to do it in the end. He's trying to play it off like that. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Anyways, hey, you know what? Young, having fun, why not, right? Possibly has a chance to make some good money here. In fact, again, we're talking about the prize pool. It's ultimately over $55,000 on the line here. Only the top 4 teams actually get paid out ultimately. So, if obviously that makes, if you lose here, yeah, that's it. You don't actually get any of the payout. If you win here, you at least get part of the payout there.
Yeah,
the full breakdowns on Hunter.com/Dreamhack. Check it out for yourself.
It's just unfortunate for the guys on D-Dog, really. Like, they traveled all the way here from Thailand, and then they just... I mean, of course, the same could be said about the team from China.
Exactly.
But
what can you do, though?
I feel, personally, like my own team was better than that team, so...
you don't feel as bad for them.
I don't feel as bad for them.
Yeah, no, again, you like to sit here and say that, hey, it's a traveling experience, it's all a lot of fun, and it's easy for us to say that, though, right? Them as players, though, competitors traveling from there, and they legitimately had a good shot to at least place, if not honestly win this whole event. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
D-Dog was the top team.
They just had a terrible bracket, man.
God, they had to face Sync and then BMG. I mean, come on.
And, I mean, they don't know what to expect from BMG because it's just so different from everything else. Yeah. So, Reason.
It's tough.
Might have to be a bit careful.
Oh, yeah, obviously, that's going to be a great matchup. Oh, actually, I wanted to bring that up, too. So, as I was saying, it's a little bit later on here. It's, what is it, 2:20 local time, 14:20. So, again, I know by now we're supposed to start the match, but it will be coming up for now, at least after this game. Now, if this game does take a while and it looks like it may be maybe a little bit longer of a game again, which it's possible with this series here. They may actually get started, and then we take a short break when we are finished, and then jump into that one right after. So that may happen, but for now, they're still holding off. It is just a case, obviously, we get just as LAN events always work. We want to keep it going here as much as possible.
Yeah, we don't want the delays happening from yesterday because we ended up finishing at like 2 a.m. local time, and it's a tiring day. Even for people like us.
For the players, the casters, for the whole production team here, hell, as a viewer, I'm sure that's what, like a 14-hour stream.
Watching the entire time because you guys are incredibly
awesome
into it and awesome.
Awesome
definitely.
people.
Amazing people.
You are amazing people. Without you guys, it'd be kind of pointless to do this, right? It's like we'd be talking to ourselves, and that'd be kind of weird. So
we wouldn't want that. We don't want to be weird.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Anyways, there might be a clash at the top lane, and Quincy just...
It's very possible. We got Parasite. He places down the ward.
He got boots, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, he seems a little faster than everyone else.
But I like that. I mean, it's very, like, with the dual support lineup, they're going to screw up his woods completely. So he's going to have to end up in the Legion woods, which, to be fair, isn't the worst thing for him because Andro can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Ooh, it's still possible for something to happen here. Especially now. Oh, my gosh. They're split up completely. Oh, my gosh.
But they're not going for it.
Yeah. Wow. I really think compLexity had a chance there. But again, they didn't.
But then again,
see that.
these last few games have just
yeah.
shown how...
Play it safe.
Yes.
Play it safe is the name of the game here. So that's pretty much what we got coming at you. Anyways. So they are going for an aggressive dueling here, pseudo trialing, whatever you want to call it. They got Dark Lady Moira heading bottom for compLexity. Parasite is going to go aggressive. More access middle, that means short lane Madman coming out for these guys. But you look at what Druidz is doing, they're two going the aggressive trial lane.
And now it's going to be Oscar playing the Madman instead of Formless. So I think this could be first blood at top lane if Madman isn't careful enough. Just don't show the Andro or the Magnus. Okay, Andro just showed himself. Never mind.
They have a rev ward on Magnus too. But
that's my point. They could so easily get that first blood if he didn't level his magnetic surge.
Oh, they're going. Nope. Oh man.
But he leveled his magnetic surge as well. So in that first blood situation, you really want the release because Madman, even with that, what is it, 460 movement speed when he doesn't have boots in stock, that means that he's going to be slowed down to even 100. And what is that? Like?
Oh, yeah. Magnus, that's at level 1, he doesn't have the range.
Yeah, exactly. Pro Busk is going to have trouble down at this bot lane, so I really want them to just rotate the Magnus and the Andro immediately, unlike yesterday versus MRR, where they just wasted a lot of time with these two supports.
Yeah, it's something that Druidz is going to have to really think about here as far as what they want to do. You're right. Yeah, that was that Malaking game where he got no farm because of that. Now, we do see a rotation here. This is obviously a good thing of Tremble, the fact that he can teleport somewhere else without having to buy a TP because he set up the mound up here. So he is up here now, so they are already rotating. You got Flux down here. Seems like Druid's making a much more immediate reaction.
But the reason Flux is a strong hero in recent, games is because he starts off really well because he just wins his lane in a 1v1 and he can get a support over there and win 2v2 as well. But in the short lane like this, if he doesn't get any farm, he's going to be kind of like a Kayn. He's not really going to do anything. He's not going to get his Insanitarius until later, and, well, he's going to have to prove me otherwise.
Yeah, doesn't necessarily scale that well. So, well, Moira coming back in now, so
he did level his E, though. So if they choose to go on him, he doesn't have any way to slow them or keep them off of him.
Kind of push them away, but yeah, that only does so much. Especially if he's being stunned and slowed, so.
But I guess they don't have the damage with Dark Lady being only level 3.
Yeah, right now it seems like it's not going to be enough.
Moraxis, though, 260 GPM, Zibe slightly above him. He hasn't really been using his Haunt ability, of course, because that shield, Arcane Shield from Moraxis, he's just going to spam that.
Yeah, that's something that gives Moraxis a good advantage going up against the Wretched Hag. A lot of these matchups.
Still not an advantage, I think.
Well, not an advantage, I guess, but yeah. Something that he's able to do to help.
There goes Andromeda. Now they've moved the tri lane fully to bottom lane, and here comes the stun.
Yeah, Magnus lands it. Andromeda, the Comet Stone will land, pulls back in. Dark Lady in trouble. Dark Lady made a fall right here. Formless goes down. Bloodlust kill for Druidz. That's a big start for them. Moira trying to get a counter kill. The Shard to Harken, one more auto attack. Needs one more. Yes, gets the kill out of Flux, but at what cost here? Moira now in trouble herself. Parasite gonna do what he can. Not much else. Leech up in 2 seconds. May still gonna kill with it. Couple more auto attacks for him. Moira dead, but can Parasite get the kill? No, the block from Magnus is not enough though. The boots. He needs another one. Can he chase him down? He should be able to. There we go. Andromeda falls. Man, what a start here at the bottom lane. 2-2 hero kills already.
I mean, I know there was a lot of chaos going on for the Magnus and stuff, but I really wish that he would not have used his Steam Bath. He would have had another stun up.
Oh, yeah.
And on top of that, he had 2 mana pots. Had he just used one for a short duration, I think it could have been really effective. Yeah. Just that one extra stun could have meant all the difference there.
Yeah, draining the mana. What does it cost? Yeah, 60 mana compared to the 140 of the Lava Surge, so definitely set him behind. It wasn't able to stun again, as you pointed out, so. Playing a crucial role there. Iceland Kogo does have boots picked up. Going to use them right here to try to harass Parasite, at least in the time being. But Dark Lady, she will go back to the bottom lane, continue to try to farm down here, 260 gold per minute. Compared to a Tremble right now, it's actually 320 gold per minute up here.
Yeah, Proboscis is just great at last hitting, I think.
he's good at it, yeah.
It's just, it's a skill. It really is.
Absolutely.
And like, Imba Boyd knows how to do it. Balthazar knows how to do it as well. Like, all these carry players, they really just know how to last it.
Yeah, it's...
Same thing as mid players. I mean, you put me against any one of them, I'm just going to, like, miserably fail. Like, honestly, it's not even funny.
A little different, yeah. Yeah.
I play PvE, you know, just sit there and hit some creeps.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bottom lane, though,
yeah, Moira pulled in, that's dead.
Good rotations, though. They're finally rotating quickly, you know? And it's really impressive. And, I mean, Tremble isn't having the best time, but, again, he can just rotate if he really wants to.
Yeah.
Here comes the dual gank on top, though, with TDL, but the Mount is gonna scout it out.
Well,
is he gonna be okay?
Moira, though, got here initially, and yeah, that stun will play the difference maker. Tremble is gonna fall. Formless gets the kill. That's a huge kill for compLexity. Not only the carry getting it, but he kills the other carry, doing it in the process. So, well played by Formless right there, and his GPM goes right back up to about 300 or so.
I have a feeling that Zibbe is gonna... Oh, mid lane. Oh,
Invis.
It's his own.
See? No. Miraxis should be fine.
I don't know, man. He might chase it. He has the ultimate up, but of course Miraxis with the Matrix would just tank it all.
Yeah, we've seen that so many times where you think you have a kill on a hero like that and going to try to chase him down. No. Presses R, pops that Matrix, and more so puts it up the shield. It's ridiculous how much damage that thing will absorb, so kind of throw you off there. Set up turn kills even, so you need to be careful with that. Legion team. Probus clearly now with that kill on him at the top lane, obviously not the most friendliest situation up there. They sent him middle. Do you think that makes sense, or would you rather just see him go bottom at this point, as far as Tremble down there?
I mean, we have, like, I've seen some stats on Tremble that when he goes middle, he actually does quite well.
Yeah.
I think that hero just does well in every single lane because of the Boris factor. The fact that when he reaches level 6, he can choose to gank anywhere. Kind of similar to a Doctor Repulsor. Only, I think, Tremble can carry harder than a Doctor Repulsor ultimately.
Twin Fangs of his, or... Oh, God, I don't know why I call that Twin Fangs, because that's what the ability used to be, but...
No, Twin Fangs is still there on Gemini.
It's still there,
that's the escaping ability.
Oh, yeah, I know you're right. What am I thinking of then?
Oh my God.
No, I'm thinking
oh my God.
I don't even know what I'm saying. I just say random stuff all the time. Flux bottom lane, yes, he gets a tower kill. He saw Madman try and do a deny right there, but wasn't an easy task.
And that's a really early tower, by the way, coming out from... Oh!
Oh!
I thought maybe Madman was going to be in trouble, but...
If he Bat Blast right there, that could have been a kill.
Well, the haste rune.
Yeah, that would have, Only level 1 haunt as well, so... Maybe not.
Is he just going to scream?
Oh, my
gosh. The dodge on the scream, actually.
Yeah, disjointed it. That was big. Obviously, more so just happened to be coincidence right there for Oscar, but that worked out. You see Zibbe, though, he's not panicking.
No, dude, that was all skill. Right
all skill. He knew exactly the time. He's playing on 50 MS now. I mean, come on. This is expected, right? Well played right there. So 8 minutes into the game now. We do have Magmus at the top lane. He has backup, though. Flux and Andromeda up here. So they're trying to set something up, but...
They're trying to secure farm on the Dark Lady, and, I mean, they need to do that, because even Beef was saying yesterday about the Dark Lady, without Ruined Axe, the hero just seems to fall off. It's just not that effective.
Yeah, that's...
Ruined Axe is just core on her.
Again, yeah.
Although, I will say that if you are having a game where being aggressive is going to be necessary, it's not out of the question to do a build similar to a Swiftblade with the Abyssal Frostbird. It is not out of the question because you will still hit hard with the silencing, with the silencing blade. So I think personally, this is my own opinion, that people are a bit too caught up about the fact that you need to get that Ruined Axe because it's a great item. And I agree, it is absolutely core, but if you need to be aggressive with Dark Lady, it's not out of the question to go for an Abyssal Skull and then the Frostburn.
It's just the idea that the flash farm capability on her with her skill set, you pop the Dark Blades, you just take out creep camps like crazy. That on top of the charging strikes with the attack speed. Between those two abilities, you are farming like a madman, for lack of a better word. But anyways, I get what you're saying, but I do think it
You need
it
to
is
see it
such a
in
staple
practice before you actually
say it's not that
say
great.
it's bad or good or anything.
Again, I'm not saying it's bad by any means, but
No, but I mean, I completely understand because we've just been so long with that being the core item, thinking
Yeah.
Dark Lady needs the Runed Axe.
for the longest time, you know, a situation where like Tempest, where Portal Key. There's just no question. You get Portal Key first, that was it. Like, that was a thing for the longest time. Before the Astrolabe started becoming a thing, Ring of Sorcery, that style build.
And now
people
Chalice,
may forget that.
you know,
yeah,
with
now
that,
Blood Chalice, and now you just get a lot of other things. In some games, you may not even get Portal Key. You just get Shrunken Head. And
to be honest, like, what is the, other than farming, what is the reason for the Runed Axe on Dark Lady? If you want to fight, then it's really not that effective. It doesn't make you more mobile. It gives you a bit of HP regen. Yeah, of course.
But yeah, this team, not necessarily a lot of like AoE pulling or anything, but 10 minutes in though, this is definitely proven to be a pretty close game as we expected. As Tremble and Dark Lady competing back and forth for that top farm in the game right now. You got the earlier boot progression coming out, but not much else just yet. Still early on. Warp Clef there though on Tremble as they say that. So Thunderclaw getting there. Look at Tremble running in actually on a Moira. End up getting Boris killed there. Trying to make a play, but good stop and response there. More so Madman was able to farm a little bit at the bottom lane, kind of scare off Zibe even.
How has Probus been able to get 69 creep kills though in the last time? He's been doing such a great job at getting farm in difficult situations.
Yeah.
Like you have the Dark Lady who's got 61 now, but I mean, they've moved him up to the top lane. He's got free farm. Tremble's been mid lane for the past, I don't know, 2 minutes. And he's able to keep this farm up. And on the other side, you have Hag, who fell off a little bit.
Yeah.
Even though she had a brilliant start versus that Moraxis.
Wretched Hag right here. Again, getting some decent farm now in that short lane. Prioritizing her, at least trying to. Magnus, Iceland Kogo choosing to get those steam, or not even steam boots, but the Ghost Marchers. Initially, as far as his
well, okay, TDL just doesn't have very much win percentage, apparently.
That's true. Yeah, with and without, and
yeah.
Well, apparently is more of a losing hero than a winning hero. So.
But then again, those games of TDL where he might not have picked up a cleaver, he might have been going cleaver, and just didn't find enough farm because he just got shut down the entire time.
Yeah, true. That's true. Yeah. Consideration there.
+1.
Flux is Insanitarius. Coming up right here. Well, kinda. He's got the gloves of the Swift, of course, towards it, so still a little bit to go, but he is working on it. But you mentioned that earlier, you know, his farm not necessarily being the brightest here. What do you make of the Ghost Marches though on Magnus? Choosing to get that here.
Wait, he
early on. Yeah.
I mean, Ghost Marchers on Magnus, I think it has a higher win percentage because when people pick it up, they're in such a comfortable lead anyway sometimes. Like, it's one of those, we're steamrolling, let's get a Ghost Marchers instead of Steam Boots. But ultimately, I think Steam Boots are better because you really have a lack of mana on that hero, and the switching Steam Boots really makes a big difference. But then again, right now, Magnus isn't the main initiator. He's kind of a semi-support. You know, he goes in as follow-up, I'd say, after the Flux.
Yeah.
So if he's able to just ulti in, stun away, then, you know, Ghost March is out because you don't want him auto-attacking. Because he's just going to get forced out, like, they're just going to focus him down, and keeping him alive in team fights is worth so much. Those stuns, you can hit 3 to 4 people almost every single time.
Yeah.
And that's where the true value of the hero comes in. So the extra mobility does help, but it's, yeah, it's difficult to say really, because now he's going to have to get some substitute for his mana, for his mana uses. And to be honest, Chalice is not the worst idea.
Yeah, especially with the change to Chalice. I feel like that's an item we've seen a lot more lately on the Hawk competitive scene. So, and for good reason. So, but at the same time, maybe not picked up as much as it should be. You know, in this case, you're pointing out here with a hero like Magnus, who he's in a situation where Blood Chalice could be seen here to help with that mana pull situation. But yeah, not getting it, and it looks like he is just going to be going straight into the portal key. But as we were talking about last game, you're pointing out here, he doesn't even have enough mana to portal key and combo yet. So
yeah, exactly.
That shows you right there that, you know, if I'm doing the math, I believe I am 250 plus the 140. That's 390 that he needs to do the portal key and then the double
Bottom lane.
stun on the eruption. But anyways, bottom lane, Madman, he's going to be chased down a little bit, but not enough. Zebe didn't have enough mana to pursue. Instead falls back, so remains at 3 hero kills apiece right now. But man, Tremble, 380 gold per minute. Yeah, for a hero that seemed like he got killed earlier on. He was kind of struggling a little bit, but Robust has managed to take over the top farm in the game here.
He should try and be a bit active though. Maybe send Boris to top lane to shut down the Dark Lady before she gets that Ruined Axe.
Yeah.
Ruined Cleaver, sorry.
I never got that.
Yeah, like...
I'm not even sure why. I know that's even been answered before, but it's like, why was that name changed? But
yeah.
anyways.
I don't know.
Ruined Cleaver.
I was just so used to being Ruined Axe, and
yeah.
it just rolls off the tongue.
One day, just randomly. Just like, what was the Wild Soul? It was Beardulon or something like that?
Yeah, Beardulon was
Beardulon.
And
now it's Boo Boo.
yeah, and same thing with Tremble, actually. From Shiver.
Shiver to Boris, yeah, you're
Boris,
right.
yeah.
That was changed.
I mean, for this I can say S2, what are you doing?
There you go.
Because that was still S2, right?
There you go. Bottom lane, Tremble finding a kill opportunity.
There we go.
Oscar
this is what I
down.
wanted, man.
Yeah.
He needs to be active. It's so possible with that hero. And I was comparing him to the Doctor Repulsor, and it's exactly that.
Yeah.
You have the lockdown, you have the damage, and heroes just go down.
That they do. So good movement here. Back in, okay, just an illusion from Moira. Kind of scout things out a little bit, but yeah, good find. The Rune Cleaver on Dark Lady. It's one more broadsword away. And he's just about there. Bottom lane, they know Tremble's here, though. This is big. Boris gets locked in initially, but there's the stomp. Tremble's in trouble. He does have a TP still. He's waiting for the right time. Puts the mound down, face again. The more TP's coming in. They want this kill. They're going to get the kill. Tremble will fall. So nice pick off from compLexity. Tower deny. I'm guessing they should be able to do here. Yep, they will be able to.
Can you see what level Parasite's puzzle box is? Because I can't.
Level 1.
Level 1.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, there we go. What am I saying?
It's, they actually
I know,
added
but like.
No, they added. Look at the
yeah,
actual
I know. I saw
okay,
it. I just
gotcha.
wasn't thinking.
Yeah, that was a recent addition, so that's nice.
But I mean, he's going Ghost Marchers now, and I have explained why I don't like that.
Yep. Flux middle lane, by the way, pushing them back, and that was a good one because they were definitely going to be jumped right there. So good job preventing the initiation. But yeah, as you mentioned, Ghost Marchers here. In the meantime, though, Madman, so yeah, he is playing again more of the Suicide Madman role, or the case of kind of the backup carry here. He is building a Shrunken Head, it looks like. He's got the Mighty Blade on top of the Steam Boots.
So in Suicide, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Because he's just trying to be a nuisance then, and then he can go for the Basher afterwards because, sorry, am I really going to have to do this?
Brutalizer.
Brutalizer, yes.
That's another one of those, yeah.
And then he can just be a nuisance pretty much. And I am curious to see why he did not go for the Energizer or even an Abyssal Skull, but I guess Abyssal Skull can be picked up by what you got later on. But I feel like those two items could be really strong, especially because they're going to go late game.
Mm-hmm. Well, Abyssal Skull on Dark Lady actually too is definitely not out of the question. It helps secure some more farm on her, and also just gets the item. Now, yeah, they do have a couple other candidates for it, like you mentioned there with the Madman and Parasite, so maybe that'll be enough to kind of make a point not to get it here, but
yeah,
we'll see what she chooses.
But lifesteal on those heroes is just, you need it, or the Energizer, rather.
Yeah.
I mean, even the late game, because Madman's not going to get that much farm. It's just nice for the mobility, and it's really great in team fights.
Look at the choice from Hack this game, going the Arcana. So looks like just a straight up Hellflower.
Unless he's going Spell Shards.
Item choice. Unless he goes Spell Shards.
Remember when that reduced the cooldown? Reduced the cooldown of his spells?
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. That was about when Midas was just released.
Yeah.
And so that was like the combo everyone was doing. It was
combo there.
Lots of fun. It's great though that Midas is back on the scene. I really feel like that hero is very skill dependent, and
you know,
that's great.
It's funny too because Midas, the last time he was on the scene, I believe, pretty much was one of the Dreamhacks. Not the last Dreamhack we were at, but a little bit before that even. it was one of those Dreamhacks. It was that, but it was initiation in the middle lane. Darkly getting chopped right away. A lot of burst off the bat, but it's not enough to secure the kill. The teammates are there. Tremble porting in. Can't get close enough, though. Cover of Darkness in the background. Arcane Vortex comes out. Swap right there from Andromeda. Swaps out Meraxis. Madman trying to do some damage, but Meraxis will fall. Parasite to Madman. Madman's timing big time. He's going to probably get the kill, which he does, but can Asuka escape now is the ultimate question. He is dusted, but the speed burst. But it looks like it's going to be enough.
Flux is running around, though. Oh, he's going to go through the tower. Good choice coming out from Asuka.
Yeah. Now, well, is it, though? Because did they have vision? I don't know if they did. And he is going to be able to stalk away, though. So
well,
really
I mean, he must have noticed that they were trying to cut him off through there.
Yeah, that's true. So just being a safe there.
Exactly.
But, yeah, he gets away. It's a good getaway there. So, I mean, both sides definitely had some decent kills that fight. Dark Lady living was big. I mean, she was actually really close to death, but good save from the team right there. Keeping her alive. So, Dark Lady versus Tremble. That kind of seems like where we're at right now as far as how this game's developing. Gonna get some answers in terms of how that matchup may play out. Middle lane, Flux in trouble. Meraxis jumping in as well, and there's a stomp. Secures the kill. Meraxis is a hero. I think we talked about this yesterday a little bit too, that we have not seen a lot of this event.
We haven't seen him enough. Exactly.
And we do see it here by compLexity in Game 3.
And they're making such good use out of it.
Yeah.
When you get that PK, he feels unstoppable, really. Like, the ultimate just now did 484 damage to that, what was it, the Hag.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought Hag was not going to die because the Arcane Vortex coming out from Moira almost, almost saved him.
Yeah.
Even though it was from the enemy team. Like, Parasite jumped in and Arcane Vortex happened, couldn't reach him, but then Meraxis for 500 magic damage with his ultimate.
Yeah.
Look at this, though.
Yeah,
they must have spotted out Magnus with that ref ward.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, they're kind of. What do they have dust coming or anything? But look
is
at
Mora
Boris.
just dying to Boris? Like,
poor guy.
He's resummoned it though, so he didn't get the gold for it. So.
Oh, he's gonna stop the TP. Yep, he's gonna stop the Dark Lady TP and get away. Well played.
I mean, Iceland. That's such a troll move.
He was chasing him the whole time. I love it. And eventually found an opportunity there, so stops a little bit of farm because, I think they were coming down here to maybe do the Ancients, and Tremble's doing that, but at what cost there? Wow! That was burst.
I told you. I just called it. With the Meraxis burst, that's insane. And, of course, the Parasite helps.
Yeah, I mean, he's good at that, too. But
I don't know, a bit.
I mean, that's a Tremble with a Shrunken. It obviously didn't activate it there, but I mean, he's tanky.
He doesn't have magic armor at all.
Okay.
Like.
Yeah, 5.5 here. So.
Yeah.
And now Kongor. And this is going to be a Kongor kill. There's no questions
this is
asked.
For free.
Dark Lady's going to get a token here. And the Abyssal Skulls, I'm guessing, maybe not actually. She has to bring a teacher, but she might be fine with that for now.
I would have preferred a Grimoire on Hag again, just because I know that compLexity is going to take it late.
Yeah.
They do this every single time.
True.
And I mean, you could call it predictable, but I mean, stick with what you know.
It works.
Perfect what you know and just win.
Yeah, gets them wins. I mean, people were saying Stay Green strat was predictable because it was, yet obviously it got them all the land victories and domination that they had throughout their time. So, just because it's predictable, it doesn't mean it's stoppable by any means. Mora chasing down Andromeda a little bit right there, but not nearly enough for a kill to be coming of it. Dark Lady, though, she chose to go Firebrand, by the way, with the gold she had saved up, so.
Yeah, so I guess she's going to get a Parasite might go for the Abyssal now that he's maxed out the puzzle box.
Well, she did get the Ring of the Teacher, though, so I have a feeling she's still going to get the Abyssal.
In the case that you go for a Firebrand, you're almost looking to immediately go for the Frostburn afterwards.
Okay, yeah.
Because Firebrand in itself is great, but Frostburn is like twice as good.
Yeah. Damn good there. Flux still doesn't have the Insanitarius, man. 22.5 minutes in. This is not usual for Krake. He definitely expects to have it by now, but 284 gold per minute, I guess not maybe as bad as I was expecting to see, but still, it's clearly been holding him back. But there we go. Now he purchases it. He is level 11 as well.
He hasn't had the best game.
Yeah.
And I think he should go for a PK this game to really position himself well in the team fights. Shrunken was used on Tremble, by the way.
I don't think Krake ever. Oh, wow, you're right. What was that, a misclick, or did he actually think something was happening? Because I guess Mora was coming in, but
I mean,
yeah, it's 1 second down.
Now they can't fight.
Yeah, that's 60-second cooldown, obviously, and more. So, and they just easily get the middle tower because of that. So yeah, definitely a little bit of a misplay there from ProBusk, and they capitalize. Easy tower kill. What was I saying though? Oh yeah, portal key on Flux. You mentioned that.
Krake has done it.
Has he? Okay,
Yeah, he has.
I feel like he doesn't.
I'm almost 100% sure that he has done it before.
Well, has done it before, but it's not usual. It's not.
It's
something
not
that
usual,
he
no,
prefers.
because he prefers going for more of the carry route.
Yeah. Okay.
Or like semi-carry rather. Utility, annoying, Frostwolf Skull. Yeah, you know what I mean. But this game, like, he could pick up a Shrunken, of course, to cancel out the cover of Darkness. But I just feel like positioning is so key in this game because he has a Magnus and a Hag. If he can get everyone on top of him with a Magnus Stun right after and then Hag Blast, that's
a lot of damage.
Yes, you said
That's the quick math right there. That's a lot of damage.
The quick math right there. So
yeah.
Hag plus Mag equals
a lot of damage. Let's say a lot of
damage.
Sacrificial Stone picked up on Fuzzy Sloth. I like it. I mean, it's again, it provides the good aura here. There's some good physical presence on the Legion side. So, and also again, more access as a hero that needs to use a little bit of mana.
Exactly.
Ability, so
that's why it's also useful to pick it up on
Tremble.
Heroes. Like, oh, is he gonna go down?
They can't stop. Look at that damage, man. Double damage, Madman.
That's insane. I mean,
that's a suicide Madman coming through.
Yeah, and I really feel like Druidz made the mistake. Oh,
Moira's finding a mistake here. Well, pops the Arcane Vortex, like, okay, what do we do here? She's going to stun when she comes out. Well, it'll be enough for the... Oh, okay, she doesn't even try to run. Okay, she's trying to hold her ground because she had support. And this is good reason. Can they find Dust comes out? Face like, yes, that gets the kill. That's big, an exchange of a Moira for a Hag. That is huge.
that was huge, and really heads-up play coming out from what you got with that Dust.
Wow. Yeah, look at that. Sackstone is definitely a win booster. That's a
are you Swindle Melons?
Who would have
Breaky, are you Swindle
expected? It might as well be, right? Yeah, how much I advocate it, but
yeah.
It's for good reason. That's safe to say.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a team item that's as cheap as an Abyssal, only it's permanently activated.
Yeah, because the
for 3 armor, and it makes you survive. Or, I mean, not survive, it makes you respawn faster.
I think that's one of the things, too.
Like,
that,
people underestimate that, really.
That's true. Yeah, it's what, 10 seconds faster, right?
Yeah. Or
what does it say on there? 12 seconds? Yeah. 12 seconds even. That's kind of an odd number, but anyways. Vote to pause. All right. So this, I mean, this is a strat.
But also the gold lost on death is reduced by 100.
Really?
Yeah, when it's charged.
Wow, I didn't even know that. Reduces gold loss on death by 100.
And you gain a stone that like saps experience.
Should really start reading these items, man.
Yeah, I should.
It's been 5 years now, and I've never really read anything in the game. I just kind of guess.
Yeah, I mean,
and hope that I'm right, which half the time
you've
I'm
watched
not,
so many games, so it's kind of like, well.
Just figure I'm saying the right thing.
Oh yeah, the Runed Cleaver over there, he's hitting the things back.
I say it exactly like that too. I'm glad that's a perfect spot on impression.
Yeah,
I mean, I appreciate it, Sharkan.
Got to do the American thing.
Wow. Let's just go insulting me to the whole country of America.
But I mean,
it's fine to be jealous.
Oh, okay.
We're in Sweden. Why am I saying this?
Land of the free, man.
We're both great. Can't we just both agree on that? Boy. Magnus, you see right here, he's got the portal key looking for an opportunity, but not going to find it necessarily. At least just yet. They may find something, though. Dark Liddy's down here, but Parasite nearby also with a Wild Hunter, so they need to be careful about that. Maybe thinking that there's less here than there really is.
There comes Tremble. I hope he has a Shrunken ready this time.
Yeah, that's important. He does have it ready for now. It's down to 8 seconds here. Man, Magnus is still in a prime spot, but he's level 10. Man, he's just level 11. This could be so much more, but at least something out of it.
I do find it kind of strange that people go Hellflower on Meraxes right after like Portal Key. And we've seen that before, and oh, the Magnus ulti.
Wow, he's channeling the Eruption. He woke at a couple of heroes in the background. That's decent, but the team wasn't really ready to follow up. Magnus gets turned immediately. Cover of Darkness happens. Flux in the background. Darkness putting some good damage onto him. Tremble now left alone by himself. Propusco alone. No one gets swapped out. It's not going to matter. He goes down still. Darkness still alive. Flux in the background. The Insanitary says up. Buybacks? No, nothing happening just yet. Flux trying to stay alive. Bathblast hits a couple, maybe. No, it's not going to be enough. Flux goes down. Hat trick for Fuzzy Sloth. And they want more. They may get more. It could be a genocide right here. Darkness jumps in. No, he gets away with a blink. So Wretched Hack will survive.
He's going to go for this, though.
But a 4-for-1
pointing to the tower.
Who's pointing to the tower?
Sebe? Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Okay, he's
nice
trying to find
guess
the kill.
coming out. Trying to get that Dark Lady, but ultimately not enough.
Yeah, but what a fight there again for compLexity. Coming out on top big time. Tremble, again, the initiation, it was a the stun-wise, it was a good jump from A.R.M.S, but the follow-up, whether that was lack of communication or he just went too far.
It felt almost like Zibe was not ready.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't feel the impact of the Hag, but then again, there were so many Shrunkens on the Hellborn side. It felt like, even though they only had Madman and Dark Lady, it felt like their entire team had a Shrunken.
Yeah, that's true. Cover of Darkness, I always say it too, you can never underestimate that ability. I guarantee you, that had a lot to do with the victory in that fight as well. We talked about how the follow-up was late. She did use it pretty much right after she got jumped, so I am sure that played a big role in terms of the fight as well. So something else that we as spectators not necessarily going to see as much as that.
And it's just so unfortunate with the initiation from Iceland.
Oh, no.
Talking about Iceland, actually.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
That's not good.
But Iceland, he was only level 10. And he took away Dark Lady to Half-Life.
Yeah.
That just shows how squishy she is if she gets initiated on.
And if he was level 11 now,
that would have been far more. And if Zibe had been ready, that would have been a dead Dark Lady.
Yep. That very, very likely could have been. But it wasn't. compLexity takes it, and they are now in a prime spot here as things seem to be advancing a lot better for them right now. And Dark Lady starting that 530 gold per minute.
But did you see what I mean as well, though, with the Flux ulti, how little impact it had?
Yeah.
It gave the A.R.M.S vision, and had he had a PK position himself in the center of everything, then A.R.M.S would have been able to ulti a lot more. Hag would have been able to Bat Blast on top of it all, and it just felt kind of...
lackluster, yeah.
Yeah, like, A.R.M.S is the only AoE damage that they have that's, like, reliable, because Bat Blast can always just hit one person. It's kind of slow to use, difficult to use as well, just in general, more difficult. And Zibe, I mean, the Hellflower is a great idea and all, but I would really prefer a Grimoire this game. He needs to carry. Dual carry is the way to go these days, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Especially getting a carry that kind of fits in the suicide role. Bottom lane, by the way, Dark Lady beat Jump right here. There's the Hellflower. Not the greatest follow-up, though. Bat Blast will connect, but yeah, they just can't pursue long enough.
And there's a sign. Look at that.
Look at the damage. Ratchet will go down. Flux in trouble. He's going to get caught out right here. He is not getting away. Arcane Vortex going to secure it for sure.
Yeah,
double damage. Parasite, you might as well just all join the party. 2 players dead. Make it 3 actually in total.
compLexity is just doing their own thing, man.
Yeah. And you can tell Druidz, I mean, this is that point now, knowing that this is it. An elimination game right here from Dreamhack. When you start falling behind like this in a normal game, it's one thing, but they got to be feeling it here. And on the other side of the spectrum, compLexity, obviously a lot of hype for them at the same time. So right now, it is compLexity's game at this point. So Druidz going to do what they can, though, to most certainly hold it off. Tremble, I mean, he's got potential to do some good damage. Hag with the right initiation here with the Hellflower can be big, and they got a level 11 A.R.M.S now, so there still is positive.
Yeah, but it feels like both Tremble and Hag are getting items that let them go on one target. Like you see the Brutalizer, of course, on Probusk right now. And Hag has the Hellflower, which targets one person.
Look at what you got, the Blizz, and Dark Lady jumps in. Flux, that's a Flux as tanky as he is. He's not tanky enough. He goes down.
Man, this is just a one-sided game right now. It went from maybe a 5K lead to an 18K lead in 5 minutes.
It's jumped. It's
just insane how much this game has just flipped around.
Got to say what you got once again. Not only a solid draft here, but you look at the stat line: 4-0-10 on Parasite, nearly 400 gold per minute now.
He's doing a great job.
Yeah, he's done fantastic, no doubt.
And he's getting the Souls Bulwark as well, just being a general pain in the ass. Like getting a team item now is also great because they're deciding to push soon. So I really like the fact that Meraxes went for a Sacrificial Stone before going for the Hellflower.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree, 100%. It's clearly a very powerful item, as those stats kind of pointed out, too. So, and it makes sense there. But you got another 3,000 gold now saved up on Madman. Wouldn't be surprised to see something like a Brutalizer on him coming up next, and that means more damage threat from himself, as well as some potential lockdown, say, if he gets on the Hag here. Can even get a 1 or 2 Brutalizer procs and ultimately help secure the kill onto her. So, yeah, it's going to be... We saw already. I mean, Hag against Dark Blades, it's very scary. Yeah. if she's gone on, it's not much she can do about it. So, unless she gets a Shrunken Head, which maybe she'll get next, but then again, her damage potential not necessarily going to be as strong as you would hope here.
I mean, I would have actually advocated a tablet again. Versus a Dark Lady, that's a great way to get it, to prevent yourself from being silenced for like the entire time.
Dark Lady taking Congo right here. You do see Druidz feeling like they need to make something happen, perhaps. They're going to try to protect Congo here, but it's not easy. This goes back to them picking up Hellborn, remember?
Yeah,
the late game.
They even, exactly like you said, they even picked it. And look at Iceland, though.
Oh, Magnus eruption. Will this be big? He jumps on a Madman in the background. Trigger not up just yet. It goes off, though. Dark Lady jumps Flex, though. Swap out from Serenity right there. And now it's Tremble versus Dark Lady. Who's going to win that battle? The Brutalizer procs are helping. Will it be enough, though? Tremble going down. Tremble will fall. Dark Lady stays alive. The Arcane Vortex keeping him up for now. He's going to come out right here, though. Gets the kill out of Flux. compLexity cleans up Genocide. And now they're going for Kongor, trying to finish this game for sure. A 5-0. You're right.
Holy crap. Like, they're trying to take down the Madman and the Dark Lady at the same time, but you can't.
Yeah.
They've got such a great supporting cast, especially with that Moira, of course, with Parasite, with the puzzle box, is doing so much work in the background. And, I mean, Tremble was winning the 1v1 fight, but that's what I'm saying. He's going to win a 1v1 fight, but this is not a 1v1.
Yeah. Here we go, middle push now from compLexity. Buyback situation. Tremble's the only one with the buyback, and has enough gold for it.
But with that buyback, he's just going to get focused down like the Hellflower on Meraxis is doing.
They are resurrecting here, to be fair, so it's not that big of a deal, but Magnus going to try to delay it. Nice line stun there, but not enough.
Yeah, Dark Lady has a token as well. There comes the Flux pull. Are they going to be able to catch? There's the Hag.
Yeah, the court. If they went all in there, they could have actually made something happen. But
yeah, definitely.
That was just, they were staggered. They weren't sure.
Was up.
Yeah, they were not on the same page there. That was very clear. So they unfortunately lose the racks, and I mean, you can tell. I don't know if you guys can hear on that and everything, but compLexity, they're clapping, they're loud, they're excited right now. They know that they are in a prime spot here to secure victory and move on to later today at least. So as far as Druidz is concerned, it's gonna come down to capitalizing on mistakes at that point, definitely. They're gonna need to get some pickoffs here, win a couple of team fights some way, somehow. It's not easy,
God,
though.
that damage, man.
And this is one of the reasons Dark Lady just charges in with those Dark Blades. Magnus at least gets away, so good job for him, but
and again, like, what you got even used the dust there, so he's really just on top of it all. Like, use that dust to scout out in case Magnus is still there, you know?
Yeah.
It's all these little things that have benefited him during the game immensely.
Yeah.
Like, he's been there with that dust, getting the kills very often, and it makes such a big difference. DD, though, on Dark Lady.
Yeah, double damage. She takes the root right there, but going to be fine. And now Flux trying to toy with her a little bit. Flux does have the ultimate in 1 second. Here we go. Eruption in. Dark Lady dead just like that, but Token Alive going to bring her right back up. Tremble ports in with a mound, but Dark Lady's back up. Look at Tremble. No longer there. No buybacks. That could do it for compLexity. The swap at the last second. It's really not going to matter. Flux will fall. They're dominating right now. Double tap for Fuzzy Sloth. Dark Lady goes back in. The silence on the Hag. She can't blink away. There's another kill. GG. Well played, compLexity. They're moving on to the top 4 here as they go on to the losers bracket finals of these brackets now. So of the finals bracket, that is. So congratulations on the losers bracket. Anyways, they move on and stay alive. Druidz, the road ends here. It was a long one, but unfortunately.
Where's the American flag, Nick?
Where is that guy? We need the American flag.
He's
here.
right there. He's cheering them on.
Well, he's celebrating with his brother and his team.